Summer is here. Let's talk all things summer. Let's talk homeschool, mom, kids. How does it look this summer? Um, First and foremost, as me, as mom, I have decided this summer, and not just earlier because I'm trying to like work through the whole iron and getting that back on pace. So for me, summer looks like appointments, which I don't really want to do because it's like it's taking away from my free time. Um, I will not call us year-round homeschoolers, but I guess you could decide that for yourself. If you are a year-round homeschooler or you stop and take a break, let me know when you do that and why it works for your family, or and what do your summers look like. Some your summers might be in January, so let me know what your summers look like in the comments. I would love to hear that, because even though I do go with the public school schedule, which I would be very much following this year, because my son, if you listen to my other video, he got into culinary, so he will be doing a vocational school, which kind of it runs on a public school schedule. So for us, I have to be very mindful of that this summer and going into next year as far as our plans. So for me as a mom this summer, 3 things I would like to do. I would like to have an hour of reading. I would like to have an hour to be in my Bible. And I would like an hour to work, exercise, all of that in one category. Yeah, so that's what I would like for myself this summer, even though my kids are busy. So we shall see how that goes. The biggest thing up for the summer is I had very much unmotivated kids this year, and I'm starting to realize that, yes, partly I can blame myself. I can blame myself 100% of getting into the bad habits of saying, oh, let's just wake up whenever we want to. I know that's a thing in homeschool, but I feel like for my sons, we are going back into a much more structured year. This is just what works for us. Like, I tried to like, oh, let's just, whatever, we'll get to it when we need to. And it hasn't worked. Hence, leading to the summer, those that have not finished up there. I'm hoping to be done with the reading, the sciences, the histories. For some of us will still have to go into next year and do a science. Some of us will have to continue history. Some of us are just, most of them are just doing math. My 5th grader has completed his math, so he will start his 6th grade. Math is just something that is always on an ongoing basis, except for when it's really busy. So these things that I'm expecting for my kids are definitely when we are home, or when whatever we're doing is going to be after 12 o'clock. I feel like they have the time to get up and do it, so they're going to do it. Or if it rains and stuff gets canceled, like instantly, this is the schedule for the day, and that's how it looks. So number 1 is definitely any unfinished work that they have for the year. And me, I'm not even talking about, oh, you need to finish all the way to the end of the book. I'm not that mom. So, but there are you need to get to a certain point. That's how I feel. So that's number 1. Number 2 is reading for an hour every day. Yeah, this is a husband requirement. It's not a mom requirement. I was happy with the half an hour, but he's like, in the summer, especially because this last year, those 2 were supposed to read were not reading, and it was, yeah. So, like I said, rough year. And so that goes for everybody in the house, though. I don't have a problem with that. I'm actually currently saying, okay, what books am I going to pick out? Because some of them books going to be small, because you're talking about reading adult material. I'm like, I might have to read a kid book. Um, for me personally, I know some people read really fast, and I'm like, I feel like I read at a decent pace, but not that fast for 3 months. And all of this is going to start somewhere around mid-June. So, and then school picks up like the last week in August for us. So yeah, it's going to be a tiny space of time to read those 10 books. So number 3 for the summer is CTC math. They have to do a lesson of math every day. This is really non-negotiable. Reading and math. The other things that they need to do, yes, they will need to do them, but not necessarily every day. Number 4 for the summer is our summer bucket list. We have a big list. And not only is the reading on there for our bucket list, we got things like water balloon fights, going to the pool, going to a fair, going to the favorite ice cream shop. Because I have like canceled out shops that we used to go to that the stuff was crap and all the colors and the dyes. And honestly, America, I'm starting to get tired of my food everywhere I go. I have to critique everything that my child eats. We eat all of that. I'm starting to not enjoy that about America, that we use crappy chemicals, even everything for your skin. It's starting to be annoying. I feel like that's another stress of a mom, feeling like everything needs to be made from scratch. Everything has to be bought a certain way in order for it to be healthy. Like, the world should just live in a healthy state and we wouldn't have all this crap or diseases or medication. But, hey, pharmaceutical ain't trying for you to take them down. So we're not talking about that. Anyway, that was such a sidetrack. But yes, we have a bucket list for the summer. Number 4 for the summer is our family vacation. I plan a family vacation for every summer. That's just something that we do. I also plan like a weekend anniversary trip for my husband, and then I plan bigger trips for us maybe like every 2 years. But yeah, so those are our vacations. So the last thing is not necessarily having something to do with my kids, but the last thing for me, what I need to do for the summer is setting goals for my kids and like planning the next year. And I really like to take my time to decide on my curriculum, because overall I need to know, even though I am 100% the teacher, we all are the teachers of our homes, but what am I letting somebody else help teach as far as like homeschool groups? And I have chosen to do this year through my group, because I feel like they have a laid out procedure and this is what you need to do each day. And for me, that's taking the weight off of me, and I'm there to help and there to find you and get you the information. So for some of the things that has been a big plus for me this year, I can't teach everything, can't do it all. Some of the things that I feel like I was so worried about teaching the right history and the right science, the right way, Christian, non-Christian, I feel like all of that stuff was overwhelming me and I was missing the core. So for this year, I myself am more so focusing on teaching ELA and math and writing. So for me, I am taking on a lot of that. A lot of the other stuff that my kids do, they will have either video components or doing it through a group. And I will be doing art. Art is something that I love doing with my kids. So that's coming back because I definitely missed it. So yeah. Anyway, guys, so I will stop rambling on. Again, let me know what you guys are doing this summer in the comments. If you have not, subscribe and watch to help me gain these hours. I appreciate all of the subscribers that are here, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.